I can't believe I actually read this. Hello there, dear viewers. If today's video seems a bit rushed or odd, it's because I spent an hour making this whole thing and ranting about it, and then discovered that my storage had been filled, and that it hadn't saved any of it. So if I seem a little frazzled in this video, that's why. Enjoy! Oh. Hello there, my name is Jojo, and I am very, very tired. And this is my review of Twilight by Stephanie Meyer, a book that I foolishly read because how bad could it possibly be? About 3 things I was absolutely positive. First, Edward was a vampire. Second, there was a part of him, and I didn't know how dominant that part may be, that thirsted for my blood. And third, I was unconditionally and Okay, I'm not going to spend this entire video trashing on this book, because this book is terrible. I'm not going to lie. It's not well written. It's not a good book. However, was one thing, and that was funny, in Twilight, that says that Bella, the main character, who has moved out to Forks, Arizona to make a new start, to avoid her mother, I don't really know why she moved out, is going out shopping with a couple of the friends that she made at high school, Jessica and someone else. The names aren't really important, but the point is that she says that it's a very pleasing estrogen rush to go out shopping with the girls. So tell me, ladies, in the comments section, is it a very pleasing estrogen rush to go to the mall? Because if so, like, do you feel the hormones coursing through you when you're in the Aristotle with my gap? When you're in the gap. That line should be indicative of the Twilight experience to you, if you so choose to read this, or if you have already read it. This book is filled with slightly uncanny to read, bizarre lines that almost feel like they were spat out by a robot in the best way possible. It was such a strangely pleasing read. Oh, there was a lot of times where I wanted to throw myself out of an open window while reading this book, but strangely enough, I want to read the next one. It's an odd experience. The plot follows, it's a girl called Bella, and she's moving out to, as I said, to a town called Forks in Arizona for reasons unclear, and there she meets this hot guy in high school called Edward, who has a weird family, and they're all outcasts, and it turns out that he's a vampire, and so are the rest of them, and long story short, they fall in love, and Edward is trying not to, like, eat her. And that's the story, effectively. That's the book, Twilight. That's about as good of a synopsis as I can possibly give. And the book is god-awfully written, I'm not going to lie. It's not a masterpiece of literature. I hope that Stephanie Meyer didn't write this and think, yep, it's the next Sense and Sensibility, because it isn't. However, what it is a kind of enjoyable vampire book for horny 16-year-olds who want a hot boyfriend played by Robert Pattinson. I mean, I want a hot boyfriend played by Robert Pattinson, don't you? I would actually recommend that you read Twilight, if nothing more than to giggle at it and to enjoy turning off your brain for a little bit. That's what I did with this. I got it a week ago at my local library, and I said, you know what, I've read one too many Why Fascists Fear Teachers and one too many Schindler's Lists to wonder why I'm so anxious all the time, so let's pick up something light and stupid. And I'd heard about this book my entire life. I mean, it's a meme, effectively, at this point, and I figured, well, what's the worst that could possibly happen? And so I picked it up, and it was worse than I could have possibly imagined. If you're looking for a good read, stay far away from Twilight. It's not a well-written book. If you're looking to write your class report on this about, thematic elements or whatever, don't choose Twilight, because there aren't really that many thematic elements at all. I would argue the only theme in Twilight is horniness, I guess. I don't really know. Yo, what's up? You're one of the cool kids. You made it to the halfway point of the video. That means it's time for the fit check, and I have embraced my inner 7th grade boy by wearing this, like, turtleneck over a 21 Pilot shirt. I got this cool, necklace that I got for Christmas with a moon on it because it was appropriate for the occasion, talking about this vampire. Just some black pants, all the chains that I could possibly put on one, belt loops, some fun rings, and yep, it's big 2016 edgy teenager energy. Let's go. Books kind of trashy, and it opened the door to a lot of sort of the The thing has little to no real exposition. Bella accepts that Edward is a vampire remarkably quickly. The whole thing is paced like an AO3 fanfic where you just want to get to the kissing scene, and that is okay. I mean, it's not okay in like an objective stance. Please don't write books like this. You're not gonna catch lightning in a bottle the way that Stephanie Meyer's did, but honestly, it makes it kind of a fun read. It's good to turn your brain off to and think, wow, this is. I mean, I'm totally gonna read the next 3 books just because why not? I need something to do. I mean, that's really the takeaway from this. It's a book in which you want to throw yourself out of an open window while reading. I certainly did, and yet you want to read the next one. It's fascinating. You could write a psychology paper about Twilight and books like Twilight. And I think Stephanie Meyer does a great job of making it the sort of book that does, if not lure you in with a strong hook, certainly leaves you wanting more. It's Twilight. What can I say? I mean, I'm totally gonna call up some of my friends and we're all gonna watch the movie and we're gonna giggle at it and I'm gonna go, oh, Robert Pattinson is gonna. You know, it's one of those books. That's my first impression of Twilight. For anyone who's interested enough to watch, thank you for clicking on the video. I mean, I hope you had a fun time listening to me rant. You're probably gonna get a second part and a third part and I guess a fourth part because I believe there's 4 books. Yeah, 4 books. And so you probably, if people like this video and if people actually click on it, sure, I'll happily talk about the next 3 if I actually get around to reading the next 3. Let me know below. Have you read Twilight? What was your experience reading Twilight? To my older audience, did you read Twilight when it was a new thing? Did you also sit in your room with Evanescence's Fallen playing in the background and think about Edward Cullen? Because honestly, I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna listen to Evanescence's Fallen and think about Edward Cullen because that's just what this book does. Tell me your story about this book, or tell me a story that you know about this book, or whatever. Just let me know below. Thanks for listening to me rant. My name is Jojo. Hi, I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great rest of your week. Happy New Year. This is my first video in 2026. And, bye-bye. Mwah. Hey you. You made it all the way to the end of the video, which means you're at the very exclusive after school club where you get to be a part of a secret mission. If you want me to do an absolutely terrible cover in logic of Evanescence's Everybody's Fool, then type Fallen in the comments and we'll see if we can get a couple of those comments and I'll do it for you. And it's really gonna be something. Okay, bye.